Well, good morning. It took a little while for this thing to respond. It's not responding. Yeah, I know. I noticed. Anyway, the title for the video today is I am physically and mentally exhausted. This fight to keep my home is overwhelming, and at a time when I need the support of friends, it seems many have abandoned me. Folks, I want law to mean something, namely that we really do have unalienable rights that are God-given. I just listened for about an hour to a guy named Harmon Taylor. He is touted as being a legal genius. He agreed with George W. Bush that the Constitution is just a goddamn piece of paper, or something like that, if I understood him correctly. Is the Magna Carta also meaningless? I can't handle living on a planet where this is true. And frankly, if that's the case, I want to die and never return. If life has no meaning, if there is no God, and if life has no meaning, there is no God, and I have been both deceived and a deceiver. I put an extra word in there that made the sentence not read right. But yes, I do believe that the Constitution is meaningful. That's why I joined the National Liberty Alliance. That's why I've been fighting for my rights, even though he says I don't have any rights. And that's the way people in the government look at it. I don't have any rights. It's just a sham. It's just a game that they play. Pretend that we have rights, but really we don't have rights. The bankers and the crooked people and the dishonest and fraudsters, they're the ones that have rights to run roughshod over everybody else, because everybody else is considered a straw man, dead. If that system was the reality, and as I said in the blurb, it's all meaningless. I mean, I'm wasting my time, and so is everybody else that's fighting for justice, that's fighting for peace on earth, that wants to love our neighbor as ourselves, and wants to be awakened and come fully into our capacity as human beings, created by God in the image of God as little gods, sons and daughters of the Creator. Folks, I'm tired. Can you tell I'm tired? I mean, yesterday, I mentioned in the video that I had, I mentioned it in the video that I had chest pains when I was doing my exercises yesterday. And throughout the day, they recurred, even after I woke up from sleeping. In the morning, after I did my video, I still had chest pains. And it was off and on throughout the day that I noticed it. And a little bit this morning when I'm in the gym, it just froze up on me. I don't know why it does that.
I'm getting a new computer put in, but my friend hasn't been here yet. And then really, with all of that's going on, I can't even accommodate him very much if he's trying to come in the morning, because my mornings this should be the last morning that I should have everything done, because they wouldn't accept cash. I have to I have to wait for the bank to open and get a freaking cashier's check to pay for the thing. They took the documents, but they, I are just holding them until I finish the payment. And I actually talked to the supervisor at the court, which was interesting. It was passed to her from another individual that I first talked to. But anyway, I feel, I'm going back to the beginning, so many have abandoned me. Do you know that I let my son know Friday night that I had gotten the notice? And I haven't heard a word from him since. This is my son. And I think my daughter has all the things that she needs that maybe were left in the house. So I'm not getting communication even from my own family, let alone many of my friends. And I mean, it used to be that I'd get 800, 1,000, sometimes way over 1,000 views on my videos. Now, 200, 300 sometimes. I'm really, really frustrated and disappointed. I've wanted to make a difference. I've wanted to get a system where people
have a chance to become the best we can be, where the kingdom of heaven is in charge and not some scam run by bankers and run by crooked politicians and run by people that are psychopaths and want to rule the world. As I think I said in yesterday's video, under 1,000 people, 600 and some people, control 50% of the world's money. 50%. Under 1,000 people, 600 and some people, if I remember right. This is a totally unjust society. Where the hell is God in all of this? I don't want to be deceived, and I don't want to be a deceiver. But I don't want to go lifetime after lifetime after lifetime believing there's hope when it's actually hopeless. If God isn't going to do something this time to turn things around and side with the people that are trying to do that, and there's a lot of us. There's a lot of us all over the world, in all of the religions. There are people that are trying to change the system to give man his just desert. But man can never get his just desert if he believes he's a slave. And that's how we've been treated. That's the lie we've been told. We've been told that we are terrible sinners. No, we're not. We're terribly deceived, but we're not terrible sinners. We behave the way we behave because we've been brainwashed. We've got to heal that brainwashing. We've got to heal that, and only the truth can set us free. Yes, I'm tired. I'm really, really, really tired, folks. And I need help. I need financial help. It's interesting that I got a donation yesterday for $200 from an individual who is jobless. And this is not the first time this individual has helped me. She right now has no means of income, only the money that she has saved from a settlement in a lawsuit. That's all the money she has, and she's 3 times now, I think, three or 4 times since I had this major problem and had to go into surgery last year. 3 or 4 times she has donated money. One time $500, and I think at least twice $200. And I don't remember if there's any more than that, but at least those 3 things I'm sure of. And she doesn't have a job. And she's helping. Now I know there's a lot of people that are just as in more dire straits even than I am. I know that. I know that they've tightened the screws down on so many people and taken away that which is ours. But you know, we are not debtors. We are the creditors. And they know that. The scammers know that. The politicians know that. At least the high up people know that. They've stolen our wealth. They've stolen our name and corporatized it. They've stolen everything that's of value, everything that's meaningful. Is it any wonder that I and many others are physically and mentally exhausted and spiritually enraged because we have a creator that doesn't seem to want to do anything? It's a live and let live mentality. I'm sorry, a live and let live mentality when criminals are in charge is detrimental to everything that's meaningful. And so anyway, I don't know who this Harmon Taylor guy is. I didn't listen to his whole video, probably just slightly less than an hour, but I had heard enough. And he may be right that that's the attitude of the people that are in charge, but that's not going to bring any solution. That's not going to help anybody to know that, or not to be able to do anything about it. So I share all these things with you. I again ask for your prayers. Those of you that are able to donate, I have a PayPal thing. It was on yesterday's video. I'm not going to post it on every day's video. I really would like some support. I am giving my attorney money, and she deserves it. I gave her actually more than she asked for yesterday. because, again, she deserves it. She's been helping me. So anyway, thank you for listening.